There are two distinct theories. One is resisting an attempt to commit a forcible and atrocious crime. And that theory, I think, is supported by the testimony of both Eric and Lana Menendez, and specifically the testimony concerning the point in time when Eric Menendez goes up to his room and is fearing at that point that the father is either going to kill him or come up and commit either an assaultive act, a homicidal act, or a sexual act. At that point, both brothers' testimony supports the view that one motivation at that point was preventing the father from committing a forcible and atrocious crime within the meaning of these instructions. As to the reasonable versus unreasonable self-defense, and whether obviously we think that the evidence in the case does justify the instructions, this is more a situation where there are specific acts testified to by the brothers that in their minds justified fear, and the objective standard for self-defense does take into account the circumstances of the defendant. So it would, under our view, take into account the history of abuse that occurred up to the point in time when they had the final confrontation on August 20th. The evidence that does justify both perfect self-defense instruction and imperfect self-defense instruction.
One thing that I would like to answer, in 5.16, the defenses define sodomy and rape as forcible and atrocious crimes. It's the people's position, first of all, that men cannot be raped since they lack the necessary equipment to actually be raped. And it's the people's position in this particular case that non-forcible sodomy is not a forcible and atrocious crime. And the description given by the defendant, Eric Menendez, of what he thought was going to occur did not amount to a forcible and atrocious crime. And secondly, that perfect self-defense should not be given because of the defendant's perception is not objectively reasonable under any definition of reasonableness.